Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got Sarah Wednesday. It's the Wednesday of the week. So Sarah's here today. So hello. Look at this. Look at this. This was from. I'm just gonna use the initials NB. Thank you so much. Look at that. That
is cool.
That is official Star Trek merch from the TNG communicators. I could not love that more. And I pulled it out because Earth to Enterprise, because I've pulled out my the red fleece for the year. So I've pulled this out, and for its inaugural day for the season, I just was like, Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek. You know I love Star Trek. So.
Oh, yes.
And I have a fun little quiz for everybody today. So, we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to us. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. Miss Sarah will be timestamping today. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like a higher speed, like 1.25 or 1.5. So, okay. Yes, Sarah is the head of security.
Y'all are too cute. Red shirts are only an issue in the original series. So red shirts are okay from TNG and on, and that's a TNG communicator. So Autumn is safe. People are worried about you and your red fleece because aren't red shirts. It's like, she's okay. She's got her TNG communicator on.
Oh,
so she's in a safe era. Yes.
Yes, I am. I'm command.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So thank you, though. I appreciate it. But no, TNG, I'm command.
Yes.
All right, but speaking of the regional series and TNG, let's have everybody. Let's have the first quiz. There's 6 questions in the quiz. All the questions are, who is this? Okay, you ready? And then we'll get on with the political stuff. All right. So, who is this? All right,
and I'm gonna let y'all guess because I know. Yes.
Okay, so why don't you let's jump into the first question. We'll leave that there. Every couple of questions we'll switch out, if that's okay.
Okay.
But I don't want to crowd you. So.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Answers are already coming in though. All right. At 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Oop.
It is Kirk, by the way. There are all people saying Kirk. Yep, that is Kirk.
All right, y'all. Chief Justice Roberts is apparently shaken, unfortunately not stirred, by the adverse reaction to the court granting Trump immunity. What do you mean they didn't like it? Everybody's mad. Ooh. What did he think would happen? Like what?
Tell me you are completely out of touch with reality without telling me you are completely out of touch with reality.
Yes.
Oh. Roberts. When was the last time Justice Roberts lived a normal life? When was the last time he was outside of his bubble? It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. He's been the majority of my adult life. He's been Chief Justice that I can remember. I mean, he looks younger than he is, but he's up there.
He's in Marianne Coates. Yes, Bubble Boy. Yes. Oh, Anna, I don't know that his bubble is burst, but it should. Yeah, in the cult, in the bubble, in the group think. Okay, in the center, he thinks he's all that.
And a bag of chips, yes.
Whatever chaos is happening, whatever stirring up happens, I've got it, little people. I'll take care of it. I am the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and I will fix it. You mean like taking women's rights away?
That part.
And having no clue what it's like being in the real world?
Nerd.
And who you're really hurting? This man is barely tethered to reality. So what's going to happen to Chief Justice Roberts? I'm sorry. I really do think there should be term limits. I just really do. I don't think these things should be for life. I mean, long-term limits, but I don't think they should be in there forever. They're so out of touch, and what they're deciding on is so important, especially at Chief Justice. I don't like these cards. I think that things are going to get... I don't think he's done with his extremism yet.
Well, that's lovely.
I'm sorry. This nastiness for the reading, it's waiting for the ship to come in. There's theft. He's the important, aggressive law enforcement butting in. Justice is in the middle, which is his power. But then we've got the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. This is corrupt work. That's extremism. Oh, wait a second. That feels like Kavanaugh. All right, somebody's going to get into trouble here. Like this is like a Thomas working with the far right. That extremism, that feels like Kavanaugh. Oh, wait. So he's full of himself, but Thomas and Kavanaugh,
yes.
that does not bode well for them. Let me see. Justice Roberts. Clueless. He's sitting pretty. Groupthink. The temperance of the devil. Well, as he sees fit. He's got way too much power. He's got way too much power.
Lordy Jesus.
All right. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is, the bad news is Roberts is just going to be there for a while. The good news is that I am picking up Thomas and Kavanaugh having a little bit of a problem over the next few years. So let's do that.
Yes. All right. Well, moving on. Mythic Dolphin wants to know. Now we know that Milton is heading across Florida. Will Milton cause any issues at Mar-a-Lago? Will there be any big damages, issues at Mar-a-Lago?
You know, as all of these hurricanes bear down on Florida, I keep joking. Don't mess with the witches.
Right?
Quit it. Don't mess with the witches. What are you doing?
Right? Stop it. Yes.
Oh, and bless you, everybody in the storm's path. Bless you. May you be safe. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Is it Marby's birthday? Is it Marby's birthday?
Happy birthday, dear.
Happy birthday, Marby. Happy birthday. Get to higher ground. Get to higher ground. Really, really, really important. The storm surge is brutal. It could be 10, 15, 20 feet. Storm surge.
Yeah.
Get to higher ground. There's a lot of debris on the ground from Helene that is now projectiles for Milton.
Yeah.
They've been trying to clear up what they can, but there's just too much. This is get as far away as you can, which I know is hard, but get as far away as you can. Watch it on TV at a far, far distance.
Yes. Yes. We do not need to see Jim Cantori in person. No.
No. This is going to be brutal. Temporary, but brutal. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Well, this feels like some very, very expensive houses getting hit really, really hard. Which is kind of surprising. Why? I thought in Florida, at this point you couldn't even get hurricane insurance.
I don't know.
Is that true? I mean, I thought it was like nearly impossible.
If you have money, maybe.
Yeah, but why would you buy a multi-million-dollar house in a hurricane path? Anyway, there are going to be some very large, expensive properties hurt. And Queen of Wands, I mean, Trump isn't there. I don't know where he is, but I doubt he's there. Hold on, it says there is insurance, but it's very expensive. Okay. He's got other people cleaning up for him, doing the dirty work, doing the literal dirty work. Hello, dear. How are you? Yeah. Betty can't trust us. There will be no gas, no food, no hotels, motels, no place to stay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. I don't have great news for anybody there.
Yeah. Or just keep sending whatever energy you can throughout the day and tomorrow. When you think about it, just send a little burst of goodness, because they can all use it. There are people who were able to get out, and then there are people who were not able to get out. And we're not talking about the ones who were just being stubborn, but there are some that can't leave because they work for the state. Like one of my childhood best friends, she's in Tampa. She can't leave. I have an Aunt Carol. She's gone to higher ground. She's in Jacksonville. She's left to higher ground because some projections put the eye is going up that far. So, but she's at my cousin's house, and they have hurricane shutters and all that stuff. So, yeah. But I mean, some folks can't leave. So just as you can, send some. Yeah. All right.
We did do 2 questions, so let's have another. Let's keep the energy. We're just jumping up to keep the energy up, and then we can go down into the muck, and then we come back up. All right. Now this one may not be as clear, but who is this?
I know, but
consider not only the cat, but the sweater. Yes, they're all wearing sweaters. So, all right. What was next?
So, at 1450, Emily Rose has a question. Are evangelical women really buying into Trump and Vance's patriarchal, or are they concerned enough for their rights to health care for women to quietly quit Trump at the polls? So are evangelical women just going to vote how they want to vote and just not tell their husbands?
Which is sad.
Very much so.
It's sad if you can't tell your spouse who you're voting for. You can't be honest about it. That's sad. Actually, we're getting mixed answers in the chat, and actually, now that you're mentioning it, I can see both. We'll talk about it in just a minute. All right. Ooh, I think that's the key card right in the middle. Men feeling like their power is being taken away from them. Right. See, that's the thing. It's always this talk about feminism, women will reign over us. It's like, no, it's called equality. But to them, it's there's only so much power. There's only so much. It's not a pie.
It's not pie. It's not pie. Yeah.
All right, and hint that is original series. Okay. Judgment. This whole anger stirring things up, but women being a little bit more like, again, men feeling like their power is being taken away, and women, well, the manly men's power is being taken away by these foolish women, who don't want to die, who don't want women they know to die.
Pretty much, yeah.
They don't want their lives destroyed. Yeah. I've been picking up for a while that now evangelicals, it should be hugely patriarchal, but again, had enough. Women have had enough. Too much pain, too much grief. Temperance, strength. Yeah, I think women are going to.
All right.
Isabel, yes, stay out of our body decisions. You don't own us. Yes. All right, I will tell you. I made that is meant to be Spock. With the paws behind the back. The blue science officer.
Mm-hmm.
So
very cool. Yes.
Yeah, I meant it to be Spock, but as that is McCoy. That you've got. There's a good argument to be made.
Yes, there is. Velda has a question.
Hang on one second. Visualize 70 said it's a cat, Jim, but not as we know it.
That's cute.
That's adorable.
Someone said evolved Tribble earlier, and that was yeah. All right, Velda Ray wants to know, why is JD Vance just now supporting / promoting the peaceful transfer of power? Yeah, all of a sudden now he's like, oh yes, we must have this peaceful transfer of power, and we're like, really, dude? Like, you're who are you with?
Do you know how you got your job?
Oh, did you look at the last guy?
Right. Oh, and by the way, I saw this morning that JD Vance has said the quiet part out loud. And flat out
does.
Yeah, he has flat out said their plan is to defund Planned Parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Surprise.
Lordy Jesus.
I'm sorry. What garbage am I reading? What garbage people am I reading?
No, Vance? Why is he just now supporting and promoting the peaceful transfer of power?
Because he's afraid they're going to lose. I'm serious. That's what I'm picking up. He's afraid they're going to lose. He really, now that he's there, now that he's had a taste, he's right on the edge. He really wants that power. He really wants his super special galaxy brain version of things. And I know it's a coincidence. I'm saying galaxy brain, and I've got a Star Trek thing going on today. But among the younger people, that is a term. It's usually a mansplaining jerk who thinks he knows better and more than all of you little people, especially you little women. So yeah, Galaxy Brain Vance. He really wants to call the shots, and he doesn't want to call the shots. He deserves to call the shot. He should be calling the shots because he has money, and that's what matters.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have that much money, dude. You don't. What was it in the movie, the Will Smith movie about the androids, iRobot, where the CEO of the company turned around and there was a misunderstanding about something you said? It almost sounded like the CEO was flirting or propositioning Will Smith, and Will Smith, you're not that rich. Yeah, well, Vance, you're not that rich. No, there's not enough. There's not enough money in the world. 8 of Cups. Walking away. He knows better than us. See, that's the thing. People who want to take power away from women for their own bodies, it's because they don't think women are smart enough. They don't think they can make good decisions.
Yeah.
That wands this symbol. 9 of Cups, Emperor. He's awful. And women aren't going to put up with it. And
yeah.
He's really fixing it. Jeez, why is it when I read on this guy, it's just immediately it's almost like suddenly it's a compass and it just swings to north. And north for him is hatred of women. And I do pick up hatred. Entertainment only YouTube, but I pick up hatred. This man has mommy issues and everything else.
That's exactly where I was fixing to say. Like, I don't want to armchair diagnose anybody, but it's kind of clear a little bit. Yeah. I have not read on anybody with these kind of mommy issues. This is the first. They're this bad. Go ahead, please. Oh, no, and I also have to think if one of the reasons why he is so against Harris is because, Teal backs him and whatnot. But, Harris has her own Silicon Valley backer. And that's, what's his face, his widow. I could see him, Apple.
Oh,
Jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve Jobs' wife has been really good friends with Harris for over 20 years. And most of the bigger campaign donations have been from her. And she's just been steadily just guiding her and dropping knowledge with her for years through all of her different elections and her growth and whatnot. And men like that can't stand strong women at all. So,
there's also, how do I put this? Just because you're gay, it doesn't mean that you aren't sexist, that you understand that we should all be equal.
Correct.
And Peter Thiel, who doesn't think everybody's equal. You have to have money. Yeah. Now, the fact that he's gay, well, that doesn't matter because he has money.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters to these people. I'm not kidding. So, not a big fan of. I'm not picking up Peter Thiel being, let's say, the biggest fan of women either. But not that, which is unusual, because usually people who are persecuted and bullied and treated badly, they understand that everybody should be treated with respect. They don't get that at all. Okay, is it time? Have we done 2? I think we've done 2, haven't we?
Yes, we've done 2. But I do. Well, no, actually, we've only done the one. This is the other one we talked about.
All right, after then we'll do.
And I do want to just point out in chat. No. This is not a blanket thing. No. It's certain It's not, she's not making any blanket statements about gay men or gay folks in general. Just some folks just really can't. Something, it doesn't matter your sexuality if you're just bursting with internalized misogyny. It's everywhere.
Right.
So, yes.
And I am absolutely saying, yeah. Usually there's a reason that the LGBTQ plus community will more often vote for Democrats. It's the same reason that two straight women vote for Democrats. It's because of equality and decency and treating each other with respect and fairness and what have you. Peter Thiel doesn't understand any of that. Anyway,
no,
that's all.
No, Peter Thiel is. All right. At 26.
Exactly, Yvonne.
Veldray, with so many news media outlets claiming Trump is ahead in the polls, is this giving more energy for Democrats to be certain to get out and vote? So the more that we hear...
Read that again, please.
With so many news media outlets claiming Trump is ahead in the polls, is this giving more energy to Democrats to be certain to get out and vote?
Please vote. Please. Yes. Oh, Sherry Watts says, I love my daughter-in-law as much as my daughter. That's sweet. See, we have good people here. I should have the questions pulled up. I'm getting lost. I'm juggling too much. I can't remember what I'm reading on.
Are Democrats taking more, getting more energy to go out and vote with the polls showing in some places Trump being ahead in the polls? Is it spurring them on instead of, making them feel? Yeah, no, you're good.
This is what happens when I juggle. Not everybody. When I juggle too much. Well, we're upset and feeling isolated. We're disappointed looking at you, John Roberts, in the Supreme Court. This heinousness, and anybody who's still willing to vote for an adjudicated R word.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot let them push us out of power, push us out of them coming in. Oh, stand aside, little woman, and do what we tell you, with all of this grief that we will end up carrying. So vote against this jerk. Yeah. Take all of that stress and worry you have and vote. Vote legally, but vote. Please vote.
Yes.
No matter where you are, no matter how blue or red you think your state is, please vote. It will matter. It will matter.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. Can we get another one?
We do. Okay, now. This can be anywhere in the Star Trek universe. Okay? Any show, anything. Okay. Who's this? Okay. What's the next question?
All right.
Thank you for voting, Marjorie. Thank you.
All right. Next is JR. Why is Melania so angry these days? Is she mad her book wasn't a hit? Granted, she's always mad, but something seems different this time. What is it?
So far, one person has got it. All right, Melania. Who cares about Christmas? Spoken like a true Scrooge. Okay, what's jumping into my head is the contract is running out. The contract is running out.
Mm-hmm.
None of us would have married him.
Correct.
No, you can't have a heart and marry this jerk. You can't. She wanted the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But TikTok. Now she's just waiting for her ship to come in. She's trying to call in as many ships as she can to make as much money as she can. There's insult to injury here, and an 8 of Wands. His as he continues to decline, both physically and legally and politically, he's going to take it out on everybody around him.
Oh, yeah.
And she's not going to be anywhere near that.
Yeah.
Is she angry? She feels attacked. Maybe don't be awful. Just a thought.
Have you tried not being a dip? I mean, have we tried that today? Maybe. Whew.
This is the crazy thing. No matter how awful Trump is, and he is awful.
Lordy, yes.
She still doesn't think people have a right to question him and come after him.
I think it's mainly because it's an ego for her, because to her, he's an extension. You know, they're an extension of themselves to each other because their ego's that big. So, yeah.
But so how's the late honeymoon going?
Lordy help.
Not good. He is chaotic. And it is over. What's over? That's over. And now it's all about just like, I'm getting a mental image her like down on her knees, like scooping up coins off the ground. Like this. That's all I'm getting. Jeez. Okay. That, I think it was Valerie who got it first. Sage of the Scales Tarot. It is meant to be Picard because he doesn't have any hair.
Yes.
So, and he wears his wrinkles very well.
Yes.
So
now, these next 3 questions are all related. They were originally all one question, and I broke it up because they were kind of rapid fire. And you may just want to throw down 3 on these each, or do a whole thing, whatever works easiest for you. But it's about 3 separate people and their future.
Let's just take them one by one. I'll do 5 cards for each.
All right. At 34 even, will Jim Jorden be reelected?
Oh, okay. Somebody missed Picard, Kitty. There you go. Will Jim Jorden... Oh, God.
I know.
George Clooney. Calling George Clooney.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna make a documentary. Yeah, right. Jim. Why is anyone voting for this chart? I don't get it. I don't get it. It ends in a victory. Even though he doesn't have the strength that he had. And he is awful. Just as long as if Democrats can take control of the House, at least they will shut down his stupid attack Biden campaign. Deep state, blah-de-de-blah. He just causes pain. And he's Talk about weaponizing the government. Excuse me. I'm getting that might come to an end, but he's still able to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Oops, there's that one first. He's in a weaker position. I do. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please. Don't tell me no. He's it's terrible. His poll numbers are awful. Somebody is running against him who is just cleaning his clock. Please tell me.
That would be fabulous.
Oh, the plan. And then he's all upset because he's always upset and always trying to stir things up. And he's not going to listen. But it doesn't feel like he's not a king here. It doesn't feel like, fingers crossed, Democrats can take back control of the House. He loses the bulk of his power while Democrats are in charge. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo. All right. So we're going to try the next cap.
Yes.
We have 3 more. Well, we have a bonus one as well, but I don't expect anybody to get it. I didn't do the best job. But anyway, this next one should be okay. Okay, in all of Star Trek. All of Star Trek. Who is that? Okay. Next question.
All right. At 37 even, what about Bobblehead?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've seen 2 correct answers.
3, 4. Yeah.
Okay. Bobblehead. Our time may have come. She has walked away from decency and working with others, and she's found herself very much on the defensive. Her home life is a complete disaster, and she's just still foolishly acting up there. But I've got her out in the cold at the end. So fingers crossed. Okay. I don't know how things are going in Colorado for her, but it does, and she's fooling herself, and she's out in the cold there. Let me see if I can get anything else. Oh, GD Bobblehead is Boebert. Lauren
yes,
Boebert.
Sorry
about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, Fool card again. See, she thinks she's all that, and she thinks she's sitting pretty, but there's insult to injury. Cards are not good for her at all.
Right, Raggy.
Fran says, I'm in Colorado and no one's voting for her.
All right.
Amy Collins, I'm impressed at how many Star Trek fans, even casual ones, follow the channel. If there's ever a quiet day in politics, you have a backup show opportunity. Thank you. Okay, so this is meant to be Geordie.
Yes.
So, engineering.
All right. Yes. All right.
Burton.
Love that man.
The great LeVar Burton.
Yes. All right, and last but not least, in this little trifecta of Marge.
Goody.
I know, right? The unholy trinity. Yes.
Last I heard, she's actually expected to win. But let's see. hang on. Where's her energy? Hang on just a second. She broke up with her boyfriend, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She feels a little lost. Awful, but a little lost.
Woe is her.
Trump didn't choose her for VP. She's not as welcome where she used to be. She was kicked out of the Freedom Caucus. She's divorced. She lost her boyfriend. It just feels like she's just like wandering around. MTG's looking for her next victim. You say AKA boyfriend, but I think just in general. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Three of Wands. She's always, when she first came on the scene, she was bringing in so much money. And she's still, like, she's not getting as much as she was. That's who she was. And going after the other side. Serious delusional bubble. And I think there are Democratic voters who are going to make things a little more difficult for her. Now, if that's just because we get Speaker Jeffries, please, or if it's in her, I don't think the Democrat in her
even running against her, Democrat. Like, is there? She would have an opponent.
I thought she did, but I haven't heard that person has even a chance. But women, people who believe in women, yeah, she's going to run into even more. Look, I know this is going to come as a shock to her, but if nice people have friends, I'm not saying that only nice people can have friends, and I'm not saying that all nice people have friends. Like if you don't have friends, you're not nice.
Right.
But I'm saying in general, if you're a nice person, if you're supportive, if you've got your friends' backs, if you're, fist bump, if you're in us together, then your life's going to be better. You're going to be happier. You're going to be healthier. But she thrives on chaos, cruelty, viciousness.
Meanness. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. All right.
Thank you for voting, Valerie. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Next, Electra Storm says Eric Swalwell, fix that, wants a presidential crimes commission. Will he get his wish for 2025?
Yes, please. We're on number 10?
Yes.
Then we should have the next picture. Okay. You ready?
Yes. Hit me.
Who's that?
I love this.
Okay. Eric Swalwell's Presidential Crimes Commission. Yes, please. Yes, all day long.
Please, can I have some justice? Just a little, really? Just a crumb of justice.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, people got it.
Yep.
Presidential Crimes Commission, Eric Swalwell. Oh, card for the readings, justice. There's a lot of power behind this one. Oh, there's a lot of power behind this question. I feel like I'm being pushed forward in my chair. Uncover those crimes. get past those lies, catch the fool, and hold the fool accountable. Swalwell is not
threaten me with a good time.
Swalwell's not playing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
Oh, I'm down for this.
Hang on. Let me see if I can let me pull 3 more. Yeah, oh, he has no patience for that cult. Oh, 9 of Cups. All of the evidence laid out. Catch that, and catch the thieves, the liars, and bring all of their garbage to light. Make it so this doesn't happen again. Oh, Swalwell, the energy is glorious. The energy is glorious. Yes.
Yay. Yay. All right.
All right. You guys did guess it. That is meant to be data.
Yes.
So.
Woohoo.
It is data. All right. And we've got, there will be, we'll do this question, and then there's one more. And then at the end, I'll throw in one. It's not the best job, and it's obscure for the average Star Trek person. But
I didn't get it.
That's fine.
No, what I'm saying though is, but I know that there's a lot of you here that are on it. So
yeah,
I have faith in you guys. So
yes, but after this question, the next one, you have a really good chance of getting. Everybody has a good chance of getting it. Okay.
Yes. All right. So Kay has a question. Will we, and this is an overall generalized question, so are we going to see an end to these extreme abortion laws by the states anytime soon? So is it going, are we at some point, or is it going to go back to being federally protected?
It starts moving that way, but it's not going to happen. Okay. Split. I think Republicans are going to pay at the ballot for what they did. I do have, again, I'm getting Democrats winning. I just am. Hermit decisions, women making decisions about their bodies. Kicking out, again, the person in the distance. These are the Republicans who've taken away women's rights, made them second-class citizens. And then those people are on the defensive, and I've got a fool, but the fool here doesn't feel as good as I would like it to. I would like this card to, I mean, it could be a new beginning, but it's like the first time they tried to maybe put in some federal protections, it doesn't work because something's not quite right in how they've done it or who's behind it. Let's see. Women hemmed in, adding insult to injury, Ace of Wands. I think it's going to take time to. I don't want it to take time.
No,
women's lives are hugely at risk here, but of course, when you think women are just objects who can't make their own decisions,
do.
So, but it feels like it's moving in that direction. It's just not as strong as I want it to be. So I'd love for it to be able to say, yes, January 31st, boom.
Well,
January
in
3rd,
order for it
you
to
know.
be able to stick, though, it needs to be codified, and that's going to take a minute. So, because it's got to...
I get the feeling it will happen, though. I'm getting, this is the country, and this is women in the country. I'm getting, this was taken away from us, and because of that, these jerks are going to find themselves a day late and a dollar short, and we're going to need some higher wisdom. Do not mess with us. We vote. So
yes, we do.
Sorry, it's going to, I do get that it's going to happen, but it's a little clunkier. Is that a word? Clunkier than I thought.
Yes, I follow. Yes.
All right. And we have the last official question for today. Who is this? All right.
Okay. All right. So, Electrostorm has a question. Under Harris, will we get a revamped FBI? The current head can't really be trusted at all.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah.
I can see him. The guy's been there. He was appointed by Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's his name?
Hang on. Mike, everybody's looking at the cat. Hang on.
Yeah. And you're all correct.
1 second.
Ray, thank you.
Yes.
Christopher Ray. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you.
Y'all on it.
What does it say about my channel that it's like Wharf Ray, Wharf Ray. Those two names just right next to each other. There we go.
Oh goodness.
All right, Christopher Ray. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't. Logically, but I think there might be someone new.
Oh, thank Jesus. Okay.
At the end.
Happy today.
Okay, I've got a thief card here though for the reading. Then again, we're not all necessarily fans of Ray. Okay, 9 of Cups and the Chariot. So I think she wins. That's what I get. Ace of Pentacles, though. So there are a lot of conservatives in law enforcement. Not all, but there are a lot. And there's also a lot of money in crime. There's a lot of sneaking around and what have you. King of Swords. It doesn't. Let me see if I can get more information.
Ray's days are numbered regardless because Trump hates him because of the raids on Mar-a-Lago.
Zip-Up says the FBI director usually serves a 10-year term. So yeah. Okay, she comes in. That's what I get. Yay. There's all the Trump stuff. And how much did Ray do to help stop that? I do get it. I do get Hermit. But I think we might have to, he might be in for another, 2 years? He goes eventually, but there's a hitch in the giddy up. Is that the term?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hitch.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Magician, Temperance, 6 of Pentacles. I think she has to work with him briefly. At least she has to work with him for a bit.
Okay.
That's what I get. I don't want that to be, but.
Well, I mean, obviously, chunking everybody out on day one it would cause a little upheaval. So, and she's strategic. So we're just gonna trust our president and trust the process.
Yes. Yes.
So before we go into the last question, we need to yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Now this, you were all correct. That was Worf. Yes, it was meant to be Worf.
Brings all the girls to the yard. Yes. Yes.
And so, there's one. I've got one other, but this is bonus. It's obscure, and you have to know Star Trek pretty well. But it's, again, I didn't do the best job. I did the best I could. All right. So it's the last one. Who is that? All right.
All right. So last question. It's from Lady Eva. Did DeSantis really decline to speak with Kamala Harris? So for those who are not aware, the Harris campaign is saying that they've tried to get in contact with Ron DeSantis in regards to hurricane issues and prepping and emergency management and whatnot, and that DeSantis just declined to speak with her. And DeSantis says, no, that's not the case. So let's see.
I'm seeing a lot of the right answer in the chat. He feels like, why should he? He doesn't like this whole, look, they may not be literally thinking uppity woman, but the reality is they're thinking uppity woman. Dr. Storm says, yes, he did. She said on The View he ignored her call. Chaos on the defensive. So, yeah, there's a big old storm coming in. You should be partnering with whomever can help your people. That's the truth. But he's still walking away. Like an idiot. So, and for those of you who are wondering, yes, that is meant to be Dax. The trill. With the cool spots. The best I could do with the spots. And both Jadzia and Esri were both science officers. She was a science officer, and Esri's is basically a therapist. So, who goes on to marry, in the books, Esri Dax goes on to marry Julian, the doctor from Deep Space Nine, because who was in love with Jadzia all along from the moment they met. But he was really young and what have you, and she married Worf. But Julian grows up, and he's more mature. And if it wasn't for Worf, she said she would have. Ezra even says, if it wasn't for Worf, you would have been the one. And then later on, Ezra marries Julian, but it's in the books. It's not in the show. Anyway, all right. Hers on Dax. Could be, old man. All right. Oh, Dorinda says, my dog is named Esri because of DS9. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's a character who deserves some credit, deserves some more love. Anne says, Julian and Esri at the end of DS9. Oh, they were walking away together, I think, weren't they? I can't. I've seen the series many times, but it's been a while. Oh yeah, they have a big adventure together. Anyway, okay, I'll stop because I'll start talking. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. That really did make it easier, more fun, because we go down in the muck so often. So that was fun. All right. Thank you, Alexa. My niece had a
Aw.
baby boy yesterday, Atlas Nash. Oh, congratulations.
How
Atlas is
cute.
a great name. Aw.
Yes.
And yes, Blue Haven, Trekkies Unite. All right, so that is going to do it. But at 3 o'clock, Sarah will be starting Creative Sprints. I'll be long as soon as I can. And I will be right back here tomorrow. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. And yeah, other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. So hang in there. And I'll see you tomorrow. And thank
Stay
you, Miss
safe,
Sarah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.